Welcome to the Minnesota Twins franchise and the biggest game of this series. It's the American League Division Series and we're going the distance against the Boston Red Sox. We split the first 4 games trading wins and losses. We surrendered home field advantage to the Red Sox after the first game and then took it back with a key Game 4 victory. We've brought the series back to Minnesota for Game 5, and the Red Sox are set to put Steven Wright on the mound. A pitcher whose ratings and numbers might not wow you, but you've got to remember, Steven Wright is a knuckleball pitcher. It's hard to be prepared to face pitchers like him, and we've seen him this season. Back in June, we were having a good day against Boston. Here's a Nelson Cruz 2-run home run off Rick Porcello. The Red Sox then put in Steven Wright out of the bullpen, and he shut us down for the last 3 innings of the game. The knuckleball is hard to adapt to with its awkward, unpredictable movements and the fact that it's so much slower than what you're used to. Steven Wright came into a game where we were doing pretty well offensively, and we only got 2 hits off of him in 3 innings. And he's the pitcher they're relying on to send them to the ALCS to meet up with the Los Angeles Angels. For us, however, we've got our ace. Dallas Keuchel will take the mound again after pitching well in Game 1. Chris Sale went the distance. He doesn't have his energy all the way back, so he's not pitching today. But Dallas Keuchel is. We get our ace. Boston gets their ace in the hole. The element of surprise in a huge baseball game. I don't know at what point they started calling Steven Wright a starter because he's hardly started this season. He's mostly pitched out of the bullpen. Both teams have pretty much the same lineup that we have seen throughout this series. Everybody's got their best players. And now it's time to get into Game 5. Who is meeting up with Los Angeles in the ALCS? Brock Holt leads off against Dallas Keuchel. Here's a shallow pop-up into center. Catch made Jorge Polanco. Andrew Benintendi has had a fantastic series, hitting 9 for 17. 1-0 against Keuchel, and he'll hammer this into right on the ground. First hit of the day. Xander Bogaerts hasn't done too well in the first 4 games, hitting just 176. Full count to Bogaerts. On the ground right side, Gordon to Polanco. Twins turn 2 and we're out of the first. Minnesota gets that quick 0 and here's the offense. Charlie Blackmon had 2 home runs in Game 4. The Twins' top 4 hitters here have combined for 6 home runs in the postseason. And now Steven Wright, the knuckleballer, making just his 5th start of the season in the biggest game for both teams. So can the Twins adapt to this knuckleball and get some offense? Here's Charlie Blackmon to open. It's a fastball instead of the knuckleball. The fastball will clock in the mid-80s, and there's the first knuckleball. 74 miles per hour. Looks like a breaking ball, but it can have some sudden late movement. But Blackmon's battling. We're getting a lot of looks at it. 10th pitch of the AB. In the air to right field. Hit well by Blackmon. This has a chance. And Bradley's over to make the catch on the track right near the wall. Great at-bat for Charlie Blackmon. Nearly gave us a run to start the game. But the Twins now go to Paul Goldschmidt. 0-2. And he pops this up over toward the Twins' dugout. And reaching over, Mitch Moreland records the second out. How about Sano? He'll pop it up as well. What I wanted to see, though, in this first inning was hopefully a lot of looks at the knuckle. We saw it. Blackmon had a very good at-bat. Now we go to the second with Mookie Betts to right field. Cut by Puig on the line drive. Jackie Bradley Jr. 2 batters later working the count full. In the air to center field, Buxton is over, he's got it, and the Red Sox are retired in the second inning. Michael Conforto with 2 home runs in the series gets the start at DH today. 8 at-bats, 4 hits, and trying to destroy that knuckleball. He barely got a piece of it. And then the fastball. when you're sitting knuckleball and he breaks out the fastball, even though it's not all that fast, it's still enough of an adjustment that you've got to make. Here's Buxton trying to go down the line and use his speed. 0-2 again, fouled away. A lot of long at-bats trying to time up the knuckle. And eventually, Stephen Wright strikes out Buxton. That one had the strange movement where you just don't know what to do. Top three. This is in the air to right center between Buxton and Puig. And making the catch in the gap is Yasiel Puig. 2 down for Boston. Here's Moreland going against the shift. Good hit the other way and a base hit. To the top of the order with Brock Holt. 0-2. Fouls off the Keuchel slider. That one's off the plate. We're full. The payoff pitch is on the ground and past Goldschmidt at first. A fair ball. Moreland to third base. First and third. 2 down for Andrew Benintendi. He's had their highest average in the series. Benintendi to right. Puig makes the catch. Still scoreless in Minneapolis. Twins bottom 3. Gordon underneath this, hitting it in the air. With the knuckleball, you'll get a lot of lazy flyouts. You're not hitting many of these on the ground. Here's Mitch Garver struggling in the series. Just 2 hits and 14 trips. And on the first pitch, he gets a hold of one. Garver pulls this to deep left center field. It will get over the head of the left fielder Benintendi and bounce into the stands. It's a 2-out ground rule double. We'll take it. Next, it's Charlie Blackmon. 0-1. Line drive over third base. Base hit and Garver rounds third. The throw coming in is offline and the Twins have the first run of the day. Charlie Blackmon yet again. So there's our lead. Top 4, Boston, and Bogart strikes out. Then it's Mookie Betts, 2-1. Grounded over to Gordon. Routine play. 2 quick outs. Let's go bottom 4. Conforto up again. The 1-2 is pulled over to the right side. It's very difficult to get the right timing on these knuckleballs. So the Twins have to break out a bunt to try something different. Jorge Polanco not able to reach. He's out by a step. On to the 5th we go. Keuchel's pitch count approaching the 60s as Roderick Lang draws a full count. Lang on the ground, past Gordon, base hit. Red Sox get a solid at-bat and a leadoff base runner. Here is Swihart over to the right side. Out at second, double play turn. The second one for Minnesota. Still 1-0, and the pitch count just fine for Stephen Wright as he gives up a sharp single to Byron Buxton. We were pretty patient early, but then Wright got the better of us in the latter frames. Good job by Buxton stealing second base. Just got to get him in scoring position. Can Puig get him home? Grounded, and that won't advance Buxton at all. 2 down. Here's Mitch Garver again. Had the double earlier, and now a line drive to right that gets down. Buxton rounds third. He'll score, and it's 2-0 Minnesota. Mitch Garver had 2 hits in the first 4 games. Already 2 today. It's 2-0 in the 6th. Tough play for Polanco as he plays in second base, essentially. 2 down, now Benintendi. Over to Goldschmidt on a couple hops. No issue. 6 scoreless for Keuchel. He's done his job. Bottom 6, Miguel Sano. Oh, he can't connect on the high knuckleball. 0-2. Wright gets him looking on the outside corner. This is a really tough pitch to handle, no matter how many times you see it. Keuchel pitches into the 7th, and Xander Bogaerts turns on one. Down the line, off the pull, it's a solo home run. With the pitch count in the low 70s, I wanted to see Keuchel continue. Maybe that was one batter too many. Xander Bogaerts had struggled to this point in the series, but that gets Boston on the board. It makes this just a 2-1 game, silencing Target Field. Keuchel remains in, however, to face Betts. And Mookie Betts takes him up the middle for a base hit. With back-to-back hits, do the Twins make a change? No. They had arms warming up. But Keuchel remains in, and there's a ground ball. Gordon to Polanco, another double play, their third of the game. 2 down, and now Keuchel gets to face lefty Jackie Bradley Jr. 1-2 count. Strike 3 on the fastball. Keuchel didn't strike out many, but he gave us what we needed. And that was it for Keuchel, and it for Stephen Wright. Justin Grimm in now as the Twins face the reliever, and Mitch Moreland takes that out of the air. Heck of a catch at first. 1 down, Buxton. Routine over to the right side. Starlin Castro over the head of Moreland and into the second row. Moreland caught that line drive, but he couldn't handle that. So Buxton gets into scoring position, and Yasiel Puig with 2 outs. Fly ball to right, it's caught. On we go to the 8th, Kevin Quackenbush out of the pen for Minnesota. He was our top reliever this season. Roderick Lang over to Gordon, nice catch by the rookie. Red Sox down to their last 5 outs. Swihart looks at a fastball on the outside corner. He falls behind and waves at the knuckle curve from Quackenbush. He only had to pitch to 2 batters. We then go to Aaron Loup to face Mitch Moreland. 1-2 count. Moreland takes an inside fastball. Loup gives up a line drive to right. It bounces in front of Puig, and the Red Sox get a quick 2-out hit. Brock Holt, another lefty up. Grounded, and Goldschmidt fields and touches the bag. The Twins will have a chance to win in the 9th, but it's only 2-1. In such a close game, could the Twins get any more offense? Mitch Garver 2 for 2 on the day, set to lead things off in the 8th. 1-1 against Otero, line drive right field, it's down, and Garver has a 3 for 3 day. What a time for that to happen. Johnny Sandoval comes off the bench, he's our speedy base runner. 2 down now, however, after Blackman and Goldschmidt couldn't reach. Sano battling against Otero. 2-2, below the knees and full. Sandoval goes early, and Miguel Sano draws a walk. 2 aboard for Michael Conforto. 2 on, 2 down. Conforto after a low slider. Here's the 0-1. Conforto with the drive. It's out to right. It's gone. 3-run shot for Conforto. The Twins open up their lead here in Game 5. Unbelievable showing from Michael Conforto in the American League Division Series. Already up 1, Conforto provides the insurance as the Twins take their lead into the 9th. 3 outs to go. Aaron Loup stays in the game. Benintendi lays down a bunt. Sano, nice throw, out number 1. The Twins then turn to their true closer, Arodys Vizcaino. Bogarts the batter. 1-2. Lifted to left center. That ball is deep, and it is gone. Solo home run number 2 for Xander Bogaerts. Without Conforto's homer, this game's tied. 3-run game now. Sinker not called against Mookie Betts as he gets ahead and then pulls it down the line past Sano. Riding the chalk all the way into the corner as Blackman kicks it, and Mookie Betts is in at second with a stand-up double. Boston not finished. It's their season on the line. And Vizcaino, losing his command, falls behind Castro 3-0. Vizcaino walks him on 5 pitches. That puts the tying run at the plate. And the Twins have got to go to their bullpen again. They've got to get things under control. Tyler Duffy enters. Jackie Bradley Jr. the batter. Again, close calls not going the Twins' way. And Duffy falls behind. 3-1. Bradley chops it to the right side. Gordon to Polanco. They got 1. They cannot turn 2, however. They will not get their 4th double play. But they're now 1 out from victory. 7 hitting Roderick Lang the batter. Boston is down to their final out. 1-0. Strike on the inside from Duffy. 1-1. Laying right side past Gordon, and it's through. A run scores, it's 5-3. Boston cutting into this lead as they force the Twins to bring in another new pitcher. Jake Reed facing the switch, hitting Blake Swihart, who lines it to left field. Another run's gonna come home. Blackman quickly gathers and throws back into the infield. The Red Sox make it 5-4 and still have two in scoring position. We know what's happened this year with Minnesota's bullpen. They've cost us many games. Are they about to cost us this one as well? We're going to another new pitcher, Tony Watson. He's our last lefty, here to face Mitch Moreland, who swings and misses at the sinker. 2 strikes on Moreland. Here's a drive to deep right. It is hooking and will go foul. 2-2 to Moreland. Upstairs, and the count runs full. The payoff pitch from Watson. Strike 3! The Twins are going to Los Angeles! We've won the American League Division Series! What a 5-game set against Boston! An unforgettable series win for Minnesota, their first playoff series victory in over a decade. It's the first time we've won a playoff series since 2002. The one series we won before that came in 1991, which was the World Series against Atlanta. The Twins finally get to taste some playoff success again, but we know our journey has only begun. Now, everything becomes a 7-game series, and we're not getting home field advantage this time. We will travel to Los Angeles for a best-of-7 ALCS. Maxwell Fowler will get the start in Game 1, and we'll see who's going to represent the American League in the World Series. We're facing Mike Trout and everybody else the Angels have to offer. They have some good pop in their lineup with Trout, Odor, Brandon Belt. Colt Calhoun can go yard as well. I don't think their pitching is all that dominant, and I do think we can get the better of their bullpen. I do like this matchup for us. And how about Michael Conforto in the ALDS? Who would you call the MVP for us in that series? Conforto had 3 home runs. I believe he homered in every game we actually won. And he's about to be a free agent. This man might get paid. And we'll see if it's going to be by us. That was incredible, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with more Twins baseball here pretty soon. The franchise continues in the ALCS. What do you think is going to happen? Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon. Have a great day.